Hello children, how are you? Fine? Okay. Today let us go to class 8 standard history chapter 1. How, when and where. Array, what is the chapter name? Why they given like this? How, when and where. Children will learn about this is very important. How, when and where. History is we are learning about the past. What happened? When happened? How many days happened? These are the questions we have. These questions we have to learn about the introduction, meaning, caste system, character name, James Renewal, East India Company, history referred to as a span of time, criteria selected set of dates, Warren Hested, criteria to the paradise, to British rule, prior to British rule, classified of Indian history. Introduction to history. History is the study of past event, much more than memorize the dates. Sometimes children are feeling history is very poor. Mama, it is not understood. It is boring. Why boring? Why we have to memorize the dates? Dates are very important. Children history is not a poor. We are learning about the past administrative. It became IS, IS and IPS officer. Administrative is very important. Because of that, history is very important. We learn how to make, and that in this chapter we learn about that. How did it happen? When did it happen? Where did it happen? This we are learning introduction and meaning of history. History is about the change occur over the time. Time to time the history will change. Meaning will be changed. According to the rulers, they have their own history. Everybody have their own lifestyle. Finding how the things were past and how the things have changed. Past, that time ruled by the kings, now ruled by the democracy, representative. Caste system in Hinduism. There are 5 types of castes in Hinduism: Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishnavas, Shudras, and untouchability. Everybody knows about our 5 religions. And we learn about the James Suranoy. He was born on 3rd December 1742 in England. He died on March 29, 83. And leading the British geographer of this time, he constructed the first near about accurate map of India. We learned in the past 7th standard how the map was produced by Arab and French. But here Runwal, that is they want to why the map was done. Because of that they want to control our area. They want to control our area. Because of that they started draw was map. They want to establish the kingdom. And he joined East India Company and he became a servant to General of Bengal in 1764 to 1777. East India Company. East India Company found in the explosion of trade with Eastern and Southeast Asia and India. Incorporated by Royal Charter on December 31st, 1600. East India Company was established. That time the East India, the people they came to India to from Calicut to Bengal. First they came to Calicut. They started trading with the company. They taken permission first to Bengal, and after company became involved, the political act as a agent of British. We are seeing here, and India from 18th century to 19th century they rule our country with so many policies they made it. History refer the span of time. We cannot determine the specific date when the British rule was started, happened over the span time. Why? They came to India in 16th century. But when it started, when they came, only the historical they give the dates 16 they came to India. But we not have the specific date was not there. Similarly, we developed the taste of drinking tea over the period of time. Past versus present state of history. Earlier, history was associated with the strain of dates. This became history used the keep of trade of battles, big events. At the present, history widespread concept, which including the how, what concepts are there, how they started, when they started. For example, how the people earn their livelihood, what they have produced, and what they have eat, etc. So many changes we are seeing here. Criteria for the set of dates. Dates are very important. We are focusing on the particular set of dates. Assume particular is important. For example, when the king crowned, when he was born, when he got married, when he got the children, when he was died, and how many battle he fought. These are the dates are very important. Nowadays, our life also dates are very important. When we born, when I became a graduation, I completed my graduation, my father's birthday. Dates are very important. Most of the historical in India written in by British historians. The historians started writing with the ruler of first Governor General. It is very important. We start from our modern history. First Governor General. Who was there that time? Governor General Warren Hastings ended by last Viceroy. Ended by last Viceroy Lord Mountbatten. Lord Mountbatten. Started by Warren Hastings, ended by Lord Mountbatten. Warren Hastings, he became a first Governor General of India in 1773. Warren Hastings was very competent, humble, first-rate administrative. Those policy was same. He was very shape and stability future of the Anglo-Indian relations. And his covering the surrounding administrative made him subject impeachment and trail of the Great Britain. Criteria of the periodize. For example, period is very important. Already we are seeing in 1817 a Scottish economist, political philosopher named James Mill published the book History of British India. Who published? James Mill. History of British India. In this book, India was divided into three parts: Hindu, Muslim, and British. And prior to British rule. Before British take over India, there are Hindus, Muslims rule over the explored the Indias. We are seeing that time India strongly believe on the caste system. So many caste, multi-religious superstitions, and that time James Mill felt India's their caste taboos are there, superstitions are there. They not have the culture. Because of that, India became a civilized, means we have to introduce the European education institution we start. That's why they are telling we have to give they not have the manners, stable manners they not have. They not have the values are there. Because of that, they want to rule. And James Mill felt that only British could civilize India to teach the manners, art and laws. Indian history classification. Ancient history 400 BC to AD 500. Medieval history AD 580 to AD 15. Modern history 15 to AD present. These are the history. Time negotiate. We are saying every time we are seeing here. Time, Anno Domini, AD, before Christ BC, are the true label of the years, number years in the Julian and Gregorian calendars. Term we are seeing here, medieval Latin means year of the Lord, AD, and the term before Christ, using the dates prior to the established the birth of Jesus Christ. Sources of history and writing, official record of British administration, conducting surveys, newspaper, photographies, oral history. What official records did not tell? See, official record is very secret. We did not tell anything. The condition of the common people, they not written anything, anywhere. Only the written by the kings. Only kings' life, battles, lifestyle, how they're ruling, how their administration are there. But in the official record, they're not written any common people conditions. No records tell about the life of the tribals, peasants, workers, and the poor. They not have any record. But only educated, wealthy, and royal family members are used make the records, not common people. Only wealthy, which are who are the wealthy, rich are there, royal families, kings' families, and make their records. Peoples will not have any records. Children, once again we learn about the how and when and where. These are the very important. Dates are very important. Dates, for example, once again I am telling, dates are very important in our history. We memorize. We are telling history is a bore, but it is not a bore. We are seeing here, particularly focus on the set of events is very important. Set of changes, newer issues, set of dates. I am telling when the king was born, when he got married, when he became a king, he taken the title of the emperor is very important. And again we are saying here, first Governor General Warren Hastings and edited by the last Viceroy Lord Mountbatten. And dates we are seeing, they tell about the personality, activity, policy, achievements, particularly historicals, history books. The link between the personality, their activities, policy, achievement. When we write the history, story was divided into chapter. It is a coherence. Coherence is there. Means first chapter, second chapter related to third chapter, fourth chapter. Like this, coherence will be there. And this is very common. We are giving that time, we are focusing on that time events. And periods, periodize means we have to periods was there in our school life also. We have, without period we not, the school will run smoothly. Our history also like that. In 1817, James Mill, a Scottish economist and political philosopher, he published the massive 3-volume work, Indian History of British India. He was give the title that book. History of British India was divided into 3 periods: Hindu, Muslim, and British. James Mill thought the Asian society were low level of civilization. Who? James Mill. Yes, according to him, British came to India. Hindu Muslim has ruled the country, and they have the so many religious intolerance, caste taboos, superstitions, practices of determined social lives. James Mill felt that civilization in India necessary to introduce the European manners, art, institutions, laws in India. Focusing on that suggestion, British should be conquer all the territories in India, ensure the enlightenment the happens of Indian people. Now periodize borrow from the Western and modern periods associated with. Under the British rule, people do not have any equality, freedom, liberty, nor other the pace, economical growth and progresses. Many historical they refer that is a colonial. We learn about the what is the colonial. Colonial is a conquering the country established rule by the local nawabs and rajas. James Mill came to know that changes British rule brought about the values, taste, customs, and practices. Administrative process and records. Records are very important. Already we learned. That time records are kept. That time people's printing press was started. That time they are making the multi copies. That is sending the records is very produced. They will keep in the very secret places. This we have seen. And again survey became very important. Survey is very important in the practice. Survey why they want to seek. How much the land was they cultivating. It is very important to know about. In earlier 19th century, to declare detailed survey was began carry on the map enter the country. In village, revenue system survey conducted. How the soil quality is there, how the flora is there, fauna is there, and that time history easily we can every 19th century the census operation will be held every 10 years to prepare the detailed record of the number of people in the provinces in India. Why? This information on the caste, religious, and occupation. Many survey was taken. Geological survey, archaeological survey, forest survey. Because why want to control that places? Now already we learn about the official records. They not tell us. Common people they not tell what happened, the common people, how the people are living. But they will keep the record of the royals. These are the learn. Children, you understand the what is the lesson, how, when and where. Thank you.